I would like to acknowledge several individuals that have just over the past year been promoted to first degree black belt in my system of Jinen-Do. I've known these individuals for many of them many years, and they are well deserving of this rank as an associate member of me. Most of them, 5 of the people that I'm about to mention, have already been studying another art or system, and it's an honorary degree that I'm extending to them from my system because of their dedication to the martial arts. And one of them is one of my direct students. So in this particular order, the first person I would like to acknowledge is John Ellery of Team Dragons. Team Dragons is the organization or the name of his martial arts school and his martial arts team, and he has been supporting me over the years in my martial arts tournaments by bringing his students and family for support. He has been promoted to first degree black belt Shodan in my system. The second individual that I would like to acknowledge would be Sensei Master Terrell Davis. Her base art is Shuriru Okinawa. I've known her for many, many years, and her accomplishments are unequal as far as any female that I have ever seen in our area, at least in Cincinnati, as an instructor. Impeccable devotion to training and teaching, especially children. She has done a wonderful job with 7-Star Dragons, the name of her team in her school. She is all for the children. Now, words can't really explain how I feel about her as a person. And when I gave my tournament, my last official tournament that I give annually, I gave my last tournament last year when I turned 60, she came to support me. And I really appreciate that. So she has been promoted to Shodan in my system as well. And the third individual would be Kyoshi William Kalindi Brown. Now, William has studied several arts to include the African arts, and plus William also studies natural medicine and herbs, as I do. You know, he may be a little bit further along than I am over the years. I don't know how long quite he's been doing it, but I do know that he is an advocate for good health. And if you look at him, you can tell. And hopefully somewhere down the road, we'll do something collaboratively, if you will, and we can see some of his remedies. But William is devoted in his specific craft as well. He's a great instructor. He's a great competitor and has been a great competitor over the years. I've seen him. I've judged him. He's an all-out great guy. That's Grandmaster William Kalindi Brown. Another individual that I would like to acknowledge is Grandmaster Mark Clayton. Now, we grew up together, went to school together. We are very good friends. He's a grandmaster in the art of Tong Sudo, which is Korean, and also he studies Burmese Bando. So he has a couple arts under his belt as well. This brother is nothing but devoted to me. He has come to support me so many times, and he's a bruiser, I like to say, because, you know, he's buffed up and he's always ready to protect himself or anybody else who's weak or needs to help. But outside of that, and I'm just joking, outside of that, Grandmaster Clayton is a very dear friend of mine, and I love him to death. And you know, when I promoted him last year at my martial arts tournament, along with Kalindi, John Ellery, and Sensei Terrell, he was just taken. He wasn't expecting it. No one was, as a matter of fact, but he's well deserving of another rank as well, and he has that with me. So he is now officially Shodan, first degree black belt in my system, just to add to his many, many other accolades and awards. Now finally, I want to mention this young man. He's one of my students that has been with me at least 30 years. I surprised the socks off of him last week by bestowing upon him the rank of Shodan, or first degree black belt in my system. And that is none other than Bryant Muhammad. Now, this young man was with me when I opened my first martial arts school. There was a few other ones, but he's still here, and he remains devoted to his teacher. And he's supporting me on many, many levels. He's even given me a job working a health expo where I was the security for the actor Richard Roundtree, the lady who used to be over the Essence magazine, Susan Taylor, and Angela Winbush, who used to be married to the singer Ron Isley many years ago. And I was humbled that he even asked me, his teacher, to be one of his security staff during that time. This has been some years ago now, and we're about to do another project in another month. But he owns his own security company, and he is very humble, very dedicated. And some of the things that he said to me, by way of message before, I never told him this, but I'm saying it to you, the public, those of you that are watching, and eventually maybe he'll watch this, is this: I love you, Bryant. I love everyone that I just mentioned, but I love you, Bryant, dearly. And you don't find very many students when you travel this way as a martial arts master, grandmaster, as it were, and they're dedicated as Bryant is. Not a lot of them are. Some people go along with the ride for a while and then they drop the ball, but it's the ones that stick with you through thick and thin. Those are the ones that have the staying power. Those are truly devoted students. So he is well deserving of the rank of Shodan, first degree black belt in the Jinen-Do system. This was a quick video. I just wanted to acknowledge 5 very, very important individuals in my life that I love dearly, and I appreciate them just equally. So I hope that if you're studying martial arts today, that you not look at it as a hobby. I just said this in my class the other day. Martial arts is not a hobby. It is not something that you retire from. It is a lifelong endeavor. It is simply a way of life, and it helps to keep you, the individual, balanced. Much love to you. May Yahweh continue to bless you and yours, and I love you. So long.